to you about the wonderful work that you do. Okay, so some of the things I think that I'll just mention while we're still just getting her there, is that she's got Sia Kolisi Foundation's part of and many other sponsors. I know that our church also does a few things with assisting them in the great work that they do. So it's not just, a small thing. It might have started small, and we want to know from her what exactly was, that what made her decide that, what, she needs to start this. So that's what I'm trying to find out most of all.
Sure. Okay, awesome. So as we are there, I see she has unmuted.
Lungisa.
Hello, how are you? At long last.
It's good to have you. It's good to have you with us. Thank you for taking out time of your day just to speak to us a little bit about the I'm gonna try and say it right. The Siphekela Isizwe empowerment.
Siphekela.
Siphekela.
Siphekela Isizwe Empowerment and Feeding
Yes.
Scheme.
Yes. So can you tell us a little bit about the vision behind Siphekela Isizwe Empowerment?
The vision firstly, let me take this opportunity to thank you guys for allowing me this opportunity to come and share my story and share my journey. And I also greet the viewers on the other side. The vision behind Siphekela Isizwe Empowerment and Feeding Scheme was seen as I grew up as a hungry child. As a child, I used to go to school hungry, and I used to come back from school with nothing to eat. Wow. And while I was working, I took it upon myself to worry more about people that are hungry. And the time I was working, I would do voluntary work, go to Philippi community and feed the children. Thereby go, forgot the name now that they call the informal settlement, but I used to go there at the time I work and feed those children. And while we were feeding those children, but then you'll find that there are women that are pregnant and the others are feeding children. You understand, like a breastfeeding. And whilst my mission at the time was really focusing mainly on the children, but then when they said to me, but we are also hungry. Sissy, you can see I'm also breastfeeding and I'm hungry.
Wow.
And the others are pregnant. They need to have something to eat. We understand. So it kept me going there every week to make sure that on my off days, I take my time out and work the work that God has put in my hands. And that was not only the work that I did. I also do the work at the time I was working, and I would see people coming looking for jobs in a rainy, cold weathers. I'll cook soup from my house, and then when I get to work, because I was the manager, I had the time to ask maybe 2 colleagues to come with me, and then we'll feed those people because they are coming looking for a job, but they are hungry. It's cold, it's raining, but those people were there almost every day. You understand? Wow. At the time, I was really not aware what God has for me. Sure. So the vision is to make sure that no child goes to school hungry and no child goes to bed hungry. That is the vision of Siphekela Isizwe.
Sure.
Same with the elderly person. Same with the elders, because the elderly people are also vulnerable citizens. They grew us up, but we really don't worry much about them because we are too busy with doing our own stuff. We understand. So I've learned to work with the seniors as we gather at the community hall. One day when I was listening to them and I was chatting to them, I decided I cannot just leave it as it is. I really need to start doing something just to make them, just to put smile on their face, and also just to give them hope, bring them hope, and also for them to engage each other and discuss things as elderly people. You understand? Just to create
Wow.
a space where they know that we are together, we love, we care for each other,
Hey.
and they can share,
Mm.
they can share and keep themselves busy.
Sibanye.
Sibanye. Wow, wow. Lungi, that
Sibanye.
is an amazing job that you're doing. Especially, I think for me, what I like is the fact that you had a need growing up
Yeah.
and you wanted to meet that need because you understood, how difficult it is when, when you're hungry and you go without. But I also want to understand from you, now that you've been doing this, what's the impact that you've seen that Siphekela Isizwe is having on the communities? What is the impact that you see as you are doing this project?
The impact that I see now is that the status quo has changed from when we started and now.
Mm.
Not 100%. Yeah, it's a step in the right direction. But what I enjoy about this work is that when we feed these children,
Mm.
they no longer look the same when we started feeding
Oh,
them. Same with the seniors. There's no the approach now in terms of how they see life. They no longer, they no longer complaining. They more complimenting, they more
oh,
appreciating because life has changed. You understand? So the look in their eyes now is different.
Wow.
Yeah. The
so
look in their eyes is different. And now they are active, they play netball amongst themselves, they sing. You see when they get their food, when you serve them, they sing, they're so happy. Happy
and
faces.
tell us, how were you able to get assistance from the Siakolisi Foundation? How did that come about?
Oh, there's an incredible, amazing lady, young lady. Her name is Lauren Cunningham Bade. I
Okay.
think she was sent by God at that time
Wow.
because
Wow.
we've been asking all the doors for
Mm.
assistance, but all the doors were locked, all the doors were closed. Nobody cared to assist. But she took upon herself, she's an angel, I must say.
Come on, huh?
She
Mm.
took upon herself to write an email to Quality Foundation
Mm.
without me knowing. She didn't tell
Whoa.
me. She did
That's
it on
beautiful.
her own. And she
Yeah.
motivated the way she motivated. To my surprise, she invited me as we collect food to the a church in Melton. When I got there, oh my word, what is this? I cried. I
Oh
cried.
man.
Oh,
I
What an
cried.
intervention. What an intervention indeed.
Yes, because I saw people that, the celebrities, the people that I would have loved to see years
Yes.
back, but then, and I knew it was God. It was about time that
Mm,
God says, Lungi, you've worked, you've
Yeah.
listened
Someone's
to the call, and
Mm.
now the work is starting. And we are in the work. The work has started.
Beautiful
The
to
work
see
has
mm,
others paying
started.
it forward for you. That's
wow.
awesome.
yes.
Yes.
And
And
speaking about
my
the work,
highlight. And my highlight when I met those guys, Sia and Rachel, they were so
Mm.
humble. They were down to
Really?
earth. They were so amazing. They were like kind of complimenting me. And I was like, I mean, what is it that I did? Because
Yes.
for me, I didn't do much.
Couldn't understand.
For me, I didn't really. But they were such, you're such an amazing woman. You are, and I mean, what is it about me? I haven't done anything for them. I was like a special lady, because
sure.
when you do something out of your heart, really, you don't expect anything in
Yeah.
return.
The windows open up,
Absolutely,
yes.
absolutely. And you spoke about the work and the work involved. So if people would like to get involved, how can they get hold of you?
Oh, they can check us on our Facebook page. We have Siphekela Isizwe Empowerment and Feeding on our Facebook page. And they can get in touch with me on my cell number. My number is 0604 370650.
Oh, wow. Lungi,
Yeah.
thank you so much for taking the time just to talk to us. And thank you for the amazing work that you are doing. Continue, Sisi, to do what you are doing. And may God continue to just open more doors for you as you Siphekela Isizwe, as you continue to feed the nation. Like you said, you are just going out there and feeding the nation. Thank you so much. Siyabulela, Lungi.
Yes. Can I add something?
Yes, yes.
Okay, just in short, when we started with the Policy Foundation, we are just a small emerging organization. We had about less than 100 people that we were feeding. But now, with the assistance that we receive from Policy Foundation, we are feeding more than 1,000 people daily. We are feeding more than 1,000 people daily, and we have
Every
6
day.
community kitchens every day. Our
Yeah.
kitchens is in Danono, in Phoenix, in Joslovo, in Summer Greens, in Guguletu, and Kailicha. We have volunteers that are working there daily and without a stipend, but they love the work that they do.
Awesome.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you so much, Lungi. Have a blessed day. Continue to feed the nation of Cape Town. We love what you're doing.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Take care. Stay
Thank,
blessed.
thank you so much, Lungi. Let
Thank
us go
you.
straight